Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Today we'll be discussing the energy that will be prominent beginning today and moving through the weekend. We have a very energetically charged week this week with a total full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. With this very strong total full moon lunar eclipse, there's a lot of fixed energies setting up squares, and squares can make things very challenging. They're asking us to make decisions. So if you are a fixed sign, which would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, you might need to pay close attention or perhaps watch this video a couple of times this week, or you have planets in one of those signs that are personal planet houses that are going to directly involve you in some way. I think that the theme this week overall is learning how to deal with things after we've made adjustments and decided what we want to keep in our life, what we don't, and how we manage that. The mastery involved with moving forward, making some adjustments in your life, because I think that this week is going to be full of volatility and tumultuous circumstances, whether that's in the financial markets, whether that's tectonic plates, whether that's volcanoes, weather, whatever. Just a whole lot of instability to see how we handle it. And not from a testing place, from a trusting place. So let's get started. On Monday, tomorrow, which is the 7th, I believe, yes, Venus in Scorpio is going to square Saturn in Aquarius. This is all about passions, the passions that you have meeting restrictions, and creating a pause so that you have the ability to accept what is, because it's a square, you don't want to fight against it. You need to do something, but accepting of the circumstances is certainly doing something. And, also using discernment. A situation is being presented to you, and it's something that you're passionate about, and it gives you an opportunity to decide if this is something that you really want to align with after all. Then on Tuesday, we have that very strong total full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. Happens early in the morning. It is on the resource or self-worth axis. And very important for you to know where Taurus is in your chart, as well as Scorpio, but Taurus is the ruler of this full moon lunar eclipse, and Venus is the sign that also rules Taurus. So while Saturn, which is in Aquarius, squares all the players in opposition, so you've got a group of planets that are gathering around the moon, and you've got a group of planets that are gathering around the sun, and those two oppositions are squaring Saturn in Aquarius. Mars is going to pump some positive vibes to Saturn. So this tells me, given the circumstances, how can we, as an individual, remember this is Saturn in Aquarius, and let's back up. Okay, so Saturn it asks us to take responsibility for things and step up to the plate. Saturn in Aquarius, on the other hand, is all about humanitarianism. It is how can we, as an individual, but being a member of the collective, make the world a better place. So that's what's squaring this opposition, and it's getting positive vibes from Mars. So it's asking you to take action in that direction, aligning with the Saturn and Aquarius themes of humanitarianism, how we can be an individual but join the collective for the betterment of all. Okay, so that's kind of going on here. Let's talk about the opposition players. So in Taurus, we've got the North Node, which is our collective destiny. As an individual, it's where you need to be headed to make the best of this life cycle. We've got the Moon, which is our emotions, right? And then we've got Uranus, and the Moon and Uranus are not exactly conjunct, but they are certainly conjunct by degree, not by minute, which is darn near perfection. But we've got the moon, which is emotions, and then we've got Uranus, which is that instability, volatility, being thrust like the bolt of lightning forward. Okay, so that's one side. That's the Taurus energy. Then we've got the Scorpio energy, which is the south node. That's where the collective needs to be moving away from, or you as an individual need to be moving away from that. It's got the sun. The sun is there, the I am. Mercury is there, which is the way we think about things, the way we're communicating things. And then Venus is there, so that's relationships and money. So those are opposition. Again, Saturn is square these energies, and it's getting a positive influence from Mars. So as I sat with this energy, I got a very strong message, and I would like to read it to you. I did not try to memorize it, that's for certain. But this is the message I got when I channeled this energy. And my heart is doing the same thing. It was just racing. So it sounds like there's going to be some excitement around this. So anyway, I'll carry on. Situations presenting now for the purpose of evaluation, then decisive action to bridge the gap so we can bear witness to our own ascension as it relates to our self-worth. We have the ability to handle things from a different, more evolved standard of management, thought, or communication. It's a fifth dimensional understanding of problem solving that preserves our self-worth without purposefully creating conflict with others. Respond versus react. This is an opportunity to apply discretion and grounded evaluation of something you are passionate about or a secret that's been kept. Very masterful energy. Anyway, that channeling came through to me so much, so quickly, so strongly that I had to stop what I was doing and get paper and pen and write that down. So I felt it was important to share that with you. So that's the energy surrounding this total full moon lunar eclipse. Then later in that same day, Mercury and the Sun are going to conjunct. They're relatively close at the time of this the full moon lunar eclipse, but later in the day they become conjunct. So and keep in mind, they're opposite Uranus. Uranus is still in opposition. So this is wanting to take new ideas public. Maybe you've got some new information. It's Mercury and the Sun, so it could be new information, something you've heard, something that just takes you by storm. New ideas, you want to take that public, or it just explode with the information. But it can also make you feel a little stuck. There's a dichotomy here that's causing you to create a bit of a pause, because with that square to Saturn, it's asking you to be mindful of your words, of course, and trust the process. So that is later in the day on Tuesday. That energy is with us and it has been with us. Those squares are really, really building up. We're feeling it today. We felt it yesterday, felt it certainly through the weekend. And that energy is going to continue to be with us. Now, Thursday, there's going to be some changes. And certainly next week, it's going to be even more change as that Sagittarius energy starts to come in. But anyway, back to Thursday, which is the 10th of November. We've got Venus in Scorpio is going to trine Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces. And this is really good for creative energy. But it also is going to allow us to make adjustments relative to our relationships or money, given the current circumstances. So we've now given it a couple of days. Things are starting to come together for you, but because Neptune is retrograde, there could still be a little fogginess, or maybe you don't have all the information. But nonetheless, you're ready to do something creative. Take some good notes. Write a song, dance, sing, get outside. Put the notes down on paper. Again, create. Begin that creative process after we've been through this eclipse, and now we're starting to get more information that will allow us to have some clarity. On Friday, which is the 11th, November 11th, 22, the Sun in Scorpio is going to square Saturn and Aquarius. Again, back to that Saturn and Aquarius theme of humanitarianism, right? And now the Sun in Scorpio is going to square that Saturn in Aquarius energy. So this is all about being deeply rooted in the changes that you know need to be made, and fully accepting the responsibility associated with that change. And it may heave quite a bit of responsibility on you, but you're confident in that, and you're feeling it out, but you're feeling better about it, and you're ready to step into it. Just be mindful of fear-based decisions. Trust your gut. Trust the process. Please stay out of fear-based reality. That's three-dimensional thinking, and we are no longer in that energy, folks. It's all about five-dimensional decisions. So step into the trust. And there was something else that hit me about this energy. It can also be the realization of a secret that you are extremely passionate about that actually becomes a reality, creating a great deal of responsibility for you. Could it be that job that you always wanted that you know you got now, and boom, now you're heaped with responsibility and you did not expect it? You know, how are you going to handle it? How are you going to react? Remember, masterful thoughts here, masterful decisions. Then on Saturday the 12th, Mercury in Scorpio is going to trine Neptune in Pisces. Again, great for communications, great for creative communications. It is a trine, so you want to do something to get something. Again, Neptune is still going retrograde, so it can be, you may not have all the information, or things could be a little bit foggy because it's a trine and you got Mercury here in Scorpio. Seek counsel from a trusted higher power or spiritual healer. Trust your intuition. It is important that your intuition is on board, and I think that it'll be easy to come by on this day specifically. Now, next week, I do want to talk a little bit about next week real quick, because I don't want to go too long today. The energy is going to really lighten up. We've got Venus and Mercury are going to roll into fun, fiery Sagittarius. So things are going to lighten up a bit. This week is going to be heavy and energetically volatile. There's no doubt about that. Let's be mindful of our words, as that opposition does include Mercury. So let's be mindful of our words as well as our thoughts and our deeds. Now, let's talk about the card we pulled for this week. I decided to use the Cassie Yules. She's the founder of Zend Out. We are going to take a look at the Zend Out Journey Tarot today. And the card that was picked, it wasn't picked, it actually flew out of the deck, is the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card. Really fun card. Really, really, really fun card. So let's read the note that goes along with it. Honor your talents by honing them. You are here in physical form to expand and refine your natural abilities. Repetition leads to mastery. You deserve the time it takes to master your gifts. I truly do believe that this week is all about mastery, folks. I see pentacles here. Pentacles have to do with money. They relate to money or valuables. And remember that this total full moon lunar eclipse is ruled by Venus. So we are being asked to respond to situations this week, not react, from a place of mastery. Given the Saturn and Aquarius themes of humanitarianism, how can we respond to the current situation for the greater good of all? So if you like this video, please do click the like button. If you want to know somebody who could be helped by this video, please do share it with them. If you want to know when videos are being dropped, hit the subscribe button. That'll be important. I'm getting ready to leave town for a couple of weeks, and I will do my best to get the videos uploaded and posted on time, although there could be a day early or a day late because I'm going someplace where it'll be a 5-hour time difference. So I will do my best to keep things on schedule, but the purpose of this visit is one that has been long awaited. I've waited 5 years for 3 people to get together, and so I will be mindful of that as well, but want to make sure that I'm providing information to you so you can make the best decisions for your day. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a fabulous week. If you have any comments that you would like or any things that pop up and you go to this comment box below, I will get it as soon as I possibly can and respond back to you. I will be here this week. Be mindful in your choices. Be masterful indeed. Have a fabulous week. Namaste.